Came in with the style, with the flavor, with the $1 million attitude, smile for the haters, yeah. I've been making rounds, doing favors, I'm the man in the city, I've been feeling like the mayor, yeah.
Oh, check it out, y'all. We got the 330 SC ready for the bush or the ranch, grass, whatever. We got some bush tires on there. Y'all, them big old thick wheels are from my, which plane was that from? Something that I crashed on my Kingfisher like a year or so ago. They just been sitting in the closet and they fit pretty easily. If this works out, I'll show y'all how I did it. But I stopped flying my 330 out here because this yard's not super smooth, but out there behind the barn where I used to fly it, do my barn takeoffs and all that, I'd land back there. And it's also not very smooth, and I yanked that landing gear right out that fuselage like 50-11 times. Anyway, if it comes out again, I'm probably gonna have to replace that fuselage or really epoxy it again. It won't come out on its own. Basically, it's gonna take some damage to get out of there. So if that happens, I'm probably buying that scratch and dent fuselage from Tower. Anywho, I'm hoping these big thick wheels actually let me taxi, and since it's pretty much winter time, the grass is thinner and all that too, so we're gonna see how that works out. First, we're gonna taxi around the yard. If it taxis well, we're gonna take off. If not, well, we're putting the old wheels back on and we'll do it from the driveway. Before I do this, because actually I checked the CG without the camera last night. Let me check it with the camera because the wheels are a different weight. Oh yeah, that's still good. And even though it's daytime, these little lights I have on the wingtips and underneath the fuselage, if I'm flying with these things attached, I turn them on. Reason being, if you're gonna fly with it, and then say one of them comes off on a landing or mid-flight, whatever, if they're on, you'll have a better chance of finding them. So if you're gonna fly with these things on, you might as well turn them on. So right, left, down, up, right, left.
Motor on.
And just in case, it'll kind of be like the ultimate test if it gets over this. Oh, it taxis pretty easy on that. Oh yeah. Man. Okay. My windsock is stuck. Let's see what it's doing. That taxi's really well though, so we might go ahead and get a flight. And it says snow's possible within the next hour. I'm actually looking forward to it this year, y'all. You know what?
over the sun so I don't blind myself. Instead of into the sun, there we go. Y'all, I can fly this in the yard now. Those wheels made a huge difference. You know what? My hands are kind of cold though, and I haven't had my morning poop, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna come back and do this tonight. This just lets me know that I can fly back here tonight. Woo, woo, careful. Yo, I am taxiing in the ranch backyard with my 330. Look at this. Yo, that was... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't mess up Beth's plants. Motor off. Mess up Beth's plants over there, you gonna get in trouble. Well, that worked so well, we're gonna do it again later on. I only brought the one battery, and since I just went up, flew, and did all the taxiing, I'm not gonna send it back up because it's not gonna have enough battery life for me to do what I want to do. So anywho, I'll have some fun with this tonight. See y'all next time. All right, so I told y'all if this whole flight with the 330 on the bush wheels went well, I'd show y'all how I did it. So here you go. All I did is I took an M4 screw, a long one, put a nut on that side, and then that was it. And I used the original nut from the landing gear to secure it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And how that works, so worst case scenario, y'all see how deep that's threaded in there. There you go. This has to back way out for this to come off. But there's nothing on this side to back out of there. So like on my air tractor when I was doing touch and goes and it backs the nut off of there, won't happen with this setup. At least not very easily. So yeah, that's how I did it.